It's always like, and I can't use every word he used, but he's like, God, bleep it. Like, people think I'm fired, and that's not what's happening. I go, Mike, listen, 20 minutes, I'll handle it. Relax, you're good. And it's just, Gator, do me a favor. Yeah. You're going to start running PR. You handle it. You want me to? How about this? How do you do my guy that way? You got one line in the press release? What the hell kind of operation we running here? It's unbelievable.
His first name is Mike, his last name is Sullivan.
Yeah, and he's not going to work here no more till I throw. And you're like, there's a lot more to it.
Well, I think your audience is really going to be excited to hear what's coming up for him, because I talked to him. I'm very happy for him. I like where his path is going. It's interesting what's coming up for you.
The press release would have been better if it just said Bangkok 96. Honest to God. I will clear it all up. I will set the stage. We do it, obviously. I'm happy for Mike as a person. I'm bummed out professionally. But what we have and what we're adding to the show, I'm incredibly excited about it. So we're gonna give Sully his due to start. Then we're gonna unveil the new presence in segment 2. We'll try to undo that press release.
Looking forward to hearing it. Mike Valenti next year, 97.1 The Ticket.
And now a game of commercial chicken, brought to you by Progressive, where we see how long Flo can go without talking about insurance. Ready? Go.
So, have you noticed how everyone's grammar is completely awful now? Like, the texting and whatever happened to punctuation? I mean, drivers will switch to Progressive to save big.
Okay, you win. We can't help but save customers money. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Hey, it's me, your cousin, from Boston. I'm on the radio doing ads for Sam Adams. Now I'll be known as the Sam Adams guy instead of the dude who fell in the quarry. Sam Adams Boston Lager is crisp and refreshing, which is why I bring a six-pack wherever I go, except the movies. Anyway, Sam Adams, from Boston with love. Here's a legal part. Watch how fast I can read. The Boston Beer Company, Boston, Mass. Drink responsibly. Now, is that 30 seconds? Are we even close?
It may not be stomach issues.
For me, it's intense gas, or pain, or diarrhea, sometimes all at once, over and over.
I spent years with the symptoms, but could never figure it out.
No matter what I did, they never went away. So I decided to break it down for my doctor and get really specific about my symptoms.
We discovered that exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI, may be the reason for my stomach issues.
EPI is caused by my pancreas. It leads to diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, unexplained weight loss, and oily stools. The symptoms just don't go away.
But EPI can show up with even one symptom.
The good news? EPI is manageable.
But to get to the right diagnosis, you have to break it down for your doctor and get specific about the severity of your symptoms.
Visit identifyepi.com to learn more and use the symptom checker to help change the conversation with your doctor. Brought to you by AbbVie.
Summer class event is heating up at Killian is Fenwick Dodge and Lawrence to get a brand new Ram 1500 priced at $28,995. FenwickDodge.com.
What are you waiting for? It only takes an hour for you to have your child's heart screened. Get your kid's heart checked at the Ernst Cardiovascular Center at Beaumont Hospital in Royal Oak. Details at 971theticket.com. WXYT FM and WXYT HD1 Detroit. The radio.com sports station. Sports headlines all day, every day. From the Sold by Mike Z Sports Desk, this is 97.1 The Ticket.
This update is brought to you by SoldByMarkZ.com. The Tigers are set to return to the field at Comerica Park tonight for another intra-squad spring training game. Even though he's not expected to make that 30-man opening night roster, Riley Green is making that decision a really tough one for Tigers officials as he continues to have a solid spring training, both at the plate and in the field.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't coming here thinking like, oh yeah, I'm here for a reason. I was just like, I'm gonna come, I'm gonna have fun, and work as hard as I can, and yeah, just have fun with it.
Meanwhile, there are rumors coming out of Washington that indicate that in a Washington Post story that will come out today or tomorrow, Owner Dan Snyder and current and former members of the team's front office reportedly engaged in what's being called shady behavior that included sexual and racial harassment of employees, the use of prostitutes, and perhaps even the use of drugs. At the Ticket Update Desk, I'm Tony Ortiz. For more, stay tuned to 97.1 The Ticket and radio.com.
We are launched out of a cannon on a Thursday. Sully just whispered in my ear he hasn't felt like this since before a big game in high school with the national anthem playing. How the hell is everybody? So here's the deal. Some of you know, because I have no idea what this company's doing press releases before I get on the air, but here we are. We have a lot of news today, and I've spoken to everyone involved. So here's how we're going to lay this out. I am not happy with this press release. I thought it was poorly done. I thought it was disrespectful to Sully. And as excited as I am to talk to you about the addition we're going to make to this show, I have spoken to said addition, and I have gotten his blessing that we're going to get to our new present to unwrap at 2:15. But I have to tell you this. A one-liner in a press release where it leaves Sully in the breeze as if Sully's being let go or Sully's being clipped, it's not right. And it's silly to me. So, Mike, if I may, I'd like to offer a few words, set the tone for where we're at today, and then, I'll turn it over to you, big guy. You're the one who's trending, according to Evan Jenkins, my webmaster. You are trending in Detroit. So, here's the deal. If you've read the press release or if you've read the Detroit News article, Sully is leaving. But what isn't in there really bothers me. And this is what happens when PR firms don't use the quotes they're given by people like me. First and foremost, Sully's calling his shot. Like, this is boss stuff. Sully is leaving on his own accord with a hell of a long time left on his contract. And the dirty secret of it all is me and Mikey knew this day would come, probably starting in November. Like, this is the deal. Sully has built a business outside of this business and is experiencing explosive growth, and he has a passion for it, and I wish I could plug it, but I can't because that would be a way I'd get in trouble. But bottom line is, Mike is leaving our show. His decision. We talked for months about it. I knew this day would come. I knew there were bigger and better things out there for him, and this is what he wanted. So, for a few months, we've worked on what we would do moving past it. And this press release, and the only mention of this guy who has immense importance to me, both as a person and as a coworker, and I know David and Roberto feel the same way, is his last day at the station will be July 31st. Well, yeah, by his choice. So I think there's a big difference there. Like, don't try to paint it as something it's not. That's silly. My feeling is very simple, and I wish more of what I had offered quotation-wise was used in the release. It's simple. I mean, what Sully brings to the table for us is immensely important. He's incredible with clients. He's incredible with preparation. He works seamlessly with David and Roberto, and he puts up with my crap. And I'm going to miss him a hell of a lot. I mean, this isn't something I want, but when Mike and I had the conversation privately, it was very simple. You got to do what's right for you. You got to do what's best for you. And Sully is, dude, this is so ballsy and so bold. I can't help but get behind it. Hell yes. Like, I love it. And, I mean, Mike, you're with us, and I'll say to you publicly what I said to you privately. You're going to kill it. You're already killing it. You're chasing after something that's so much bigger. And I respect the hell out of it. And I know listeners are going to miss you. I know we'll miss you. Not just because you're the world's biggest Josh Allen fan, or we're not going to hear you yell Bangkok 96 or tell us about the virtues of Asian pears anymore. Like, no, I mean, this is a family. I mean, this is what, all the way back to what Terry and I created. And we've had several producers. We've had several very talented people behind the glass. And we've had people leave for greener pastures before. Like, it's part of the business. But I wanted to start this before I get to what we're going to do to make this show better. I don't believe in quote-unquote replacing people. There is no replacing the very specific stuff that Mike does. But yeah, it's a big loss for us. And I think I speak for David and Roberto when I say it. Like, dude, we're gonna miss you a hell of a lot, but I feel better about it despite this atrocity of a press release. Dude, it's your terms. So that's boss move. I told you how much I respect you privately. You're damn right. I'm gonna say it over the airwaves, but I would love you to just pop up, talk for a little bit, give your side. I'm sorry your morning went the way it went.
Oh,
Where you're
please,
inundated
hey,
by
please.
I'm sorry texts or rest in peace texts.
I know.
That sucks, and that's not what anyone deserves. And if this were framed appropriately, i.e., the way it is and the way it was quoted, that wouldn't have happened to you. So, first segment, dude, it's just respect. You deserve it, and to me, we need to talk about the way it is and talk about what you're going to be doing coming up next, and then we get to unwrap a present, which is going to be something I'm very excited about, turning this show into something else and turning the show into kind of a pivot and starting down a new path. So please, Michael, you're the one trending. I am just a guy.
Oh, please.
Mike Sullivan.
Well, thank you for that, man. Wow, this is, man, I'm getting a little emotional listening to that. No, seriously, man. It's because here's what this is. This is the cliche of bittersweet at its finest, and it really is, Mike. I've been so immensely grateful to you, to everyone here, to David, to Roberto, to Terry, right, to everyone that we've worked with here, and it's one of those situations where it's not easy, but it also is an easy decision, because I know that it's the right move. I know that I'm a point in my life where I'm a younger guy, and it's the time to really try and build something and really take that jump, take that risk, that calculated risk, if you will, and just go do it. So first and foremost, thank you. I'm just so, again, thankful. I have so much gratitude to you and to everyone on our show and what we've been able to do over the years, man. I've been working here. I started here when I was 19 as an intern. This is all I've known, right? And I've been on your show since I was 21, the past 6 years. It's just crazy. And what has gone on and the relationships that have been built and the listeners. I mean, it's, my God, whether you love me, whether you've hated me over the years, one thing's for sure is that I just have such respect and appreciation for all of our listeners as well. And I can't emphasize that enough, Mike. I'm looking at my Instagram and Twitter DMs right now. It's just hundreds and hundreds of messages. I will try and respond to everybody at some point, but it's little stuff like that that really just means a lot to me. And I've had such an incredible ride. And I know that the crazy thing about it is, too, I know people probably won't remember the takes I gave about Stafford, or they won't remember the good opinion that I maybe gave about a certain game. But you know what they'll remember? They'll remember let the bitch walk, right? They'll remember me eating the hottest chip on air. They'll remember the wing competition. They'll remember me asking David to dance during the picks, right? You know what I mean? So it's
drinking LeBron's bathwater.
Well, that too. It's been such an amazing ride, to say the least. And I do think that all good things come to an end. I am truly beyond excited for my next chapter. Now is not the time. There'll be a time. In a couple of weeks, there'll be a time where I can tell everyone what I'm going to be doing, tell everyone what's going on, and I really look forward to that day. But right now, it's nothing but just thanks and gratitude, and really just, you know what? I'll even give myself one last siren here, too, because I feel like it's only right if I give myself a siren as we're talking about this, but it's an eerie feeling for me right now, because it's the second time in my life I've had this exact same feeling. I told you this, Mike, back when a couple months ago when you and I talked about making this, really making this official and doing it. And the first time in my life was when I was a freshman in college, and I sat right across from Coach LaFleur, who's now the offensive coordinator for the 49ers, and I said, hey, Coach, I'm going to stop playing football, and I'm really going to go focus on radio. And you know what? I've had an amazing time doing that. And that's the exact same thing here. It doesn't make it easy. It doesn't make it easy at all, because I love you guys. And I've had such a unbelievable, just crazy time since I got into this when I was just a kid, right out of college, being hired, and the opportunities that Jimmy's given me, hiring me here right out of college, and Tom and everyone else. It's just been unreal. Doug and Gator when I was first an intern here with Kang. And it's been awesome.
I can't wait for the next step, but I certainly will miss all you guys. Hopefully keep in touch with everyone here, and certainly all the listeners on social media. Can't wait to keep in touch there. You'll be hearing from me. You will. And as you said, last day is going to be July 31st, so we got a couple weeks. Let's party. Let's do these next couple weeks up and really do
That's
it
the
right.
good thing too. Mike, that's the good thing too for all the people who think you're fired. Let me give you a little tip when you get let go on the radio. They black bag you.
Yeah.
You don't even get to say.
If I was a disgruntled employee right now, I don't think Jimmy would allow me to be on the air right now talking, which I appreciate as well. So,
Yeah.
Mike, and honestly, thank you for those, not only those words that you just said, but all of it. I mean, all that you've done for me over the years on this show, with the opportunities you've given me when I was just a kid to just working my way up, to always encouraging me to talk on air when some people probably didn't even want to hear me on air, to having clients over the years, to you've done so much for me, and not only in your professional life, but in personal life over the years, and believe me, I look forward to keeping our friendship. Same with David, same with Roberto, same with everyone else. So it's
No, you earned it every step of the way. There's no free rides, dude. You earned it every step of the way. Mike, you came into this, you were an intern. We could have gone a million different directions. We're one of the top sports shows in the country. We're the number one show in this town in the afternoons. We didn't have to bring on and take a shot and do it the way we did it, but we did. And you busted ass. And you got involved with our show and with my guys, and it was seamless. And you developed on the air, you developed off the air. You went from being an intern to a young out of college guy to a guy with a catalog of clients, a guy who's incredible with advertising, a guy who services clients incredibly. You have a book of business. Your technical skills are awesome. And yes, you take a lot of crap because that's part of the job, and it's funny, and we like to make drops of you. But dude, you earned it every step of the way. You're fantastic, and you know none of us are happy to see you go. It's just we're happy because we know what's behind us.
Yeah, and
We know what you're doing.
let me say some words here.
David, bless this man. Bless this man.
Mike, I know you say it, and people probably listen to it and hear it and think it's cliche, but we are a team. Okay, we are a true team on this show, and it goes beyond just being on the air. Outside of when we're not on the air, we are friends. Okay, Sully is a great friend of mine, and I am happy for him. I am sad to see him go, because it's a member of our team that's gonna, be gone. But I'm excited for his opportunity. I really am. And I want to say that good luck to you, brother, and I can't wait for you to fully announce exactly when you're out of here. You can tell people what it is, but I'm happy for you, and I hate to see you go. I really do.
That means a lot, man. And I just want to say this quickly too, because it's been such a big decision of mine, and there's been so much. Sure, there's been so much stress and other stuff around that decision, but I do just have to, of course, thank my wonderful parents. They've been just so supportive, helped me with all this. My girlfriend as well, and of course my close friends. It's a huge decision, guys. I get it. And people might call me crazy for it, but I'm just really excited about the future and very blessed and grateful for the past 6 years on this show, and I guess the past almost 8 years at 97.1. It's just been awesome.
God, I feel
Thank you.
How the hell has it been that long? So, all right, that's one side of it. We know what we're losing, and obviously we have a couple of weeks to say goodbye to Mike. Roberto's going to be back on Monday, and I know he's just loaded for bear with Sully songs. But what are we adding? I'm very excited about what we're adding. I'm very excited about some of the new roles that will be assumed on this show. But I wasn't going to get to the future until we dealt with the present and the past, and I just didn't feel like that press release was any way appropriate to Mike. And to me, it's one of those things like someone who's this important to what we do, is this important to the station, he's that important to sales, that's your ass. To me, don't send somebody out with false narrative. Don't send somebody out looking weak. It ain't right. It's silly. He called his shot, and there was no talking out of it. I didn't try to talk you out of it in November because I love your idea when we talked about it. The difference is you saw it through, and then you just started going nuts and exploding, and that's a side deal. Your 9 to 5 is with us, your 6 to 12 is with that. I respect that a lot, man. Respect you, love you, man. And
You too.
obviously, I wish you weren't this way, but I can be happy for you as a person, and I'm thrilled. And I'm really excited about what we're going to talk about next, which is what we're going to do with this show. where it's going to go, and kind of, I am very, very pumped up because we got a new present to unwrap. We'll talk about it next. 97. All right, so no easy segue from that into, hey, get your bushes trimmed. But Miller's Landscape, get MillerNow.com. Start the process, in-person or video consult. Don't wait, start now. You're all going to be stuck home this summer. You may as well spend some money with Miller and have them come out and take care of your backyard. Get MillerNow.com. You'll see the before and after photos. You'll see what they're about. They have the most credibility in the landscaping game. This isn't some hobby. This is a business, as I always say. Miller Landscape's the best at it. I've used them for over a decade. They're unbelievable. Always on time. Always on budget. There's no surprises, and their work is second to none. If that interests you, call 836-MILLER. That's 836-MILLER. And again, go to the website, getmillernow.com. Before and after photos. The list of services is a mile long because if it happens outside, it's Miller. Call 836-MILLER.
If you're looking for a place to call home, let North Bloomfield Properties find the best place for you and your family. We also provide pre-screened quality tenants to our property owners. We love to match good people to good homes. Contact us today, northbloomfield.com. Businesses are starting to bounce back. But what if you could do better than that? What if you could adapt, deliver, and succeed in new ways with new customers? At Comcast Business, we're committed to helping you to not just bounce back, but bounce forward. That's why we're offering powerful and reliable internet and voice. Now for only $35 each a month when you buy both, and sign up for EcoBill and AutoPay with a 2-year agreement. It'll help you stay ahead with a network you can count on. Stay connected with 24/7 support and thrive with flexible solutions that work wherever you are. Call 1-800-501-6000 or go online today to find out more. Comcast Business. Offer ends 8/21/2020. Restrictions apply. New customers only with 35 megabits internet and one voice mobility line. Early termination fee applies. Enrollment in EcoBill and AutoPay required. Equipment installation taxes and fees extra, subject to change.
Hey, it's me, your cousin, from Boston. I'm on the radio doing ads for Sam Adams. Now I'll be known as the Sam Adams guy instead of the dude who fell in the quarry. Sam Adams Boston Lager is crisp and refreshing, which is why I bring a six-pack wherever I go, except the movies anymore. Sam Adams, from Boston with love. Here's a legal part. Watch how fast I can read. The Boston Beer Company, Boston, Mass. Drink responsibly. Now, is that 30 seconds? Are we even close?
As you get back to business, small things can make a big difference. Like marking safe distances with floor tape and posting reminders to wash hands. As always, Grainger is here to help. Offering supplies and solutions for every industry. Free access to product specialists, 24/7 support, safety recovery guides, and more. It's part of our commitment to help you adapt and recover in these challenging times. Call clickgrainger.com or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
At AutoZone, we're here to help you keep life moving. And we've got your battery needs covered. Whether it's in the form of a free test or just a free charge, we can help you start strong. And if it's time for a replacement, we've got a full selection of batteries starting at just $79.99. That's why we're America's #1 battery destination. Based on data from the NPD Group Incorporated Car Care Track, 12 months ending December 2019.
Made with whole grain oats, Nature Valley Crunchy granola bars are just as tasty on the terrace as they are on the trail, as delicious on the deck as they are on the dock. So enjoy a Nature Valley Crunchy bar wherever.
Opinion matters. Call the D Las Vegas 97.1 D Ticket Studio line at 248-539-9797. Book your stay at the D by visiting thed.com. The D Las Vegas, the home of Detroit sports in Vegas.
October 18th, 2012, the Detroit Tigers host the New York Yankees. It's ALCS Game 4. Hear baseball history again. Brought to you by Tito's Handmade Vodka and Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan. Tonight on 97.1, The Ticket.
All right, 97.1. So, part one of the big news. So kind of a difficult portion of time, but we figured out, look, you can't replace what Mike does. It's very, very specific, right? He's his own person. You can't find some doppelganger of him. David Hatchet Man Hull, who is our ace in the hole, it's a natural fit. I mean, David going to the EP chair, David's technical skills are outstanding. David also can put up with Roberto behind the glass and keep him away from the microphone, which is excellent. But moving David there was the easy part because David works his ass off and deserves it. And this is family. We were going to keep it in the family there. The call screener spot, I don't know what we're going to do. We'll probably try a couple different people. We'll see if we find a flavor we like. But the bigger issue is, okay, I don't like sitting around and just standing pat. This show's been number one. This show's number one now. The show will continue to be number one. That's what I'm paid to do. But I want to find something that can make us better, make us different. You can't just do the same show for 20 years. You can't. And whether it was me and Terry and Maz, me and Terry and Deez, me and Terry and Sully, me, Sully, and Rieger. Oh, wait, we've just discovered Roberto has these weird talents that no one in the building could figure out, but now we have him. Like, all these different iterations of the show, you always have to be different. So I'm at a point in my career, and I'm just going to speak very transparently. Like, dude, I put in 20 years in this business, and 16 of them been down here. We've been number one as a crew, me and Terry, and we had an unbelievable run, and it didn't end the way it was supposed to end, but it ended. And then I had Rieger while Terry was sick, and we were number one. And then Terry came back, and we were number one, and Terry was gone, and we were number one. And like, there's nothing left for me to prove. Like, I've done it solo. I've done it for almost 4 years. I started in this business solo. We have a good thing going. But when you lose a guy like Sully, you need to replace it. You need to bring in talent. You need to bring in someone who can be different, someone who can give us, you don't program your show based on what you've done the last 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. You got to program for the next 3 years, 5 years, etc. Whether I'm here or not, that's how it gets done. So the decision to bring the person in we're bringing in, it's someone I've known for over a decade. It's someone who I absolutely do consider a friend, and I don't hide that. It's someone who I think is immensely talented, and it's someone who I tried to get hired at this station multiple times in the last 5 years. Like, full transparency. I've gone in and had those conversations. I don't get to program the station. And this is a really hard place to work, because I'm not sure if you're aware of it, but my coworkers kick ass too. This station puts up the highest ratings of any sports station in America. Like, our goal isn't to beat other sports stations. Our goal is to beat everyone. That's what we get paid to do here. That's not how it works at most sports stations. So it's a hard place. And whether the timing was never right. But it's something I've talked about with this person for several years. And losing Mike, I wanted to make a big move. I wanted to not stand pat. There wouldn't be a problem. Me, David, and Roberto could kick ass and do what we do. But look, we're lucky. We're successful. This station believes in this show. This station understands that I do a different show than a lot of other shows. I like having multiple voices. You don't need to hear me bloviate for 4 hours more than I already do. And I got to be honest, the idea of having a partner again sounded like fun. The idea of having someone else to work with and be different sounded like fun. So the decision to bring in Rico Beard was a pretty easy one for me, because it's a name that was on the desk of Jimmy for a couple of years, for 5 years, God. It's a name that my market manager was familiar with because of the things I've just told you. It was a pretty easy decision. And we've tried working on it over the past several weeks, and I'm super thrilled we're going to bring Rico aboard. I think, again, like, this is a guy who's busted ass for 15 years. He's done every damn job in the business. He has a radio show. He has experience. He tried it. He did it. And now to bring him into the fold, where David is familiar with Rico, Roberto's familiar with Rico, Sully knows Rico. Like, this is, it's exciting. And it's very rare in this line of work that you can kind of shot, pick people you want to work with. I'm thrilled to work with somebody who knows me, who knows my family, who is someone who, look, we argue like cats and dogs, but I love the guy. So I'm really excited about it. I think Rico will bring, obviously, way different opinions than me. I know there'll be a narrative because he's a Spartan and I am too, that somehow this is bad. But yet when you put two Wolverines together, nobody says anything. I don't really care about that stuff. I'm meaner to Michigan State than anybody, so that doesn't bother me. I just think it's about programming for what I want this show to be. I've got a couple years left on my deal, and it's what do I want the next couple years to be? And I think it's something where you can stay at number one and you can just get comfortable, and that's how you get popped. And I don't like that. And we weren't going to be able to just lose Sully, and I don't know that we would lose Sully and be as good. And that's a credit to Mike. It's a credit to how Mike works with David and Roberto and how those three work with me. And to me, this opportunity presented itself. It's something I've thought about in the past. And again, timing is everything in life. The time didn't fit. We couldn't do this before. There was no room at the inn, so to speak. But with Sully leaving, it left a big hole. And it gave us the opportunity to do this. So I'm thrilled. At some point today, we'll probably talk to Rico. I think it's going to be awesome. I think it's going to kick ass. So I'm super, super pumped about it. I told the guys, obviously, I couldn't really, I hate keeping secrets. It drives me nuts. But I had to keep things quiet for a while. I told the guys just a couple nights ago, and we had kind of an all hands on deck. And look, we're pumped about it. I mean, I can let the guys speak for themselves, but now, getting Rico aboard, I think it's August 2nd or 3rd. Roberto back next week. We go fully operational again. And it's going to suck seeing Sully go. But knowing that we've got, like I said, it's like a new present you get to unwrap. And I'm excited as hell about it. Because I think the dude we're bringing in, I think Rico's incredibly talented. And I'm going to drive him insane on a daily basis. But that's how it's got to be. So I'm pumped up about it. And listen, for all the crap I give this company, and most of it's deserved, look, they believe in this show. They believe in the things that I say. I got a program director who believes in what the hell I'm saying. Doesn't mean we agree all the time. Bottom line, they got behind the idea that it's not good enough to watch Sully walk away. Pandemic be damned, recession be damned. We got to spend it to make it. So we wanted to make a move. And I think we're doing it from a position of strength. Like I said the other day, and I thank you guys, the listeners. We've had, 80, 88, 89, 90 days of no sports. We just won the Spring Bowl. All right, there aren't many sports shows that are capable of doing that. So we're doing it from a position of strength. This makes us better. And I know Rico's pumped up to do it. And like I said, we'll probably talk to him a little bit later today. So there's your two-parter. Mikey's calling his shot. His middle name is Entrepreneur, and he's kicking ass. And I wish I could tell you more about it, but I would get in trouble if I did. No, Mike, you are. Screw humility. You're killing it. That's why you're doing what you're doing. I love it. I wish we could find a way to coexist with it, but I know that's not real.
Yeah.
Because you're up to your eyeballs after hours.
Yep.
But look, I think we're making a power move here, and I think Rico's going to do an unbelievable job, and I can't wait for him to start, truly. So I'm excited. David moving over to executive producer. I'm thrilled for David, and it's going to present some opportunities to David that you don't get when you're the phone screen. Just call it what it is. And Roberto back Monday, and I am torn about Roberto coming back because he makes me so uncomfortable with some of his humor, but no, I love Roberto. I love my guys. We got the best team in radio, so I'm super pumped about it, and hopefully you guys like what we're going to bring, because that's what's on the menu. So that's where we are. And like I said, we'll talk to Rico a little later. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, what do we put out? Do we put the phone number out? I don't want to turn this into like a, ooh, what do you think? I mean, here's the deal. This is what's happening. We're gonna do it, and I'm telling you, you'll like it. But I can throw the number out, and Sully, if you want to catch up on ticket text, and then I want to conduct business today. I mean, Sully's got a 2-week farewell. I know Roberto's already working on some stuff. Rico will start at the beginning of August, and I'm pumped up about it. I know Rico is too. So let's rock and roll. 248-539-9797. Get a few of the ticket texts, and let's get to business. 97.1.
has halted many things in your life, achieving that goal does not have to be one of them. The real estate market here in Metro Detroit is on fire. If you're looking to get your home sold, call me, Mark Z, today and start packing.
Get the city guarantee. Call the city. Call
I came here with a lot of questions, and what attracted me was that I met a lot of different people who could help.
It's close by. Has the program online. Just what I was looking for in college.
I have a lot of different resources that can help me in different ways, and that helped my decision to come to Henry Ford College.
They're helping me save money toward my future, basically.
I am focused.
I am confident.
I am prepared.
I am future driven.
I am future driven.
Return your pride into a future-focused degree at Henry Ford College. New semester starts soon. Join now at hfcc.edu.
Someday, hopefully soon, real life will return. Until then, Flagstar Bank is doing everything we can to assure you that we're here to provide the personalized solutions you need and keep you connected to your money. That's the human interest rate in action. And it's why Go Banking Rates ranked Flagstar one of the 10 best national banks. Flagstar Bank, the power of the human interest rate. Visit flagstar.com/human. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
The great thing about facts, they're proven. Like the fact that crude oil contains impurities, or that base oil made from natural gas is 99.5% free of impurities. And the fact that Pennzoil is the first synthetic motor oil made from natural gas, not crude oil. It gives you unbeatable engine protection. The proof is in the Pennzoil. Based on sequence 4A word test using SAE 5W30. Ask for it at Jiffy Lube.
Making popcorn for movie night?
Well, who are you?
This is your wake-up call from TrackPhone Wireless. What if every time you tried a new streaming service, you had to buy a new TV?
That'd be ridiculous.
Yeah, some wireless companies do that when you switch. Make you buy a new phone.
Right.
But TrackPhone Wireless lets you keep your phone and your number and your network, and gives you unlimited talk and text starting at $20 a month.
Seriously, who are you?
This is your wake-up call, people. TrackPhone Wireless. Now you're in control. Oh, you're burning it. Available at major retailers. See terms and conditions at trackphone.com.
Are you tired of exposing your retirement to stock market risk? How would you like to participate in stock market gains but never losses? Join Joe Uplegger for the Save Money and Income radio show each Sunday from 7 to 8 a.m. 97.1 The Ticket. There are only 8 more days until the Tigers play live on 97.1 The Ticket.
All right, 97.1. So we can get to a blitz in about 10 minutes. I know Sully is backloaded on Ticket Text. We'll get some feedback. You had something you wanted to do as well. And by the way, from a sports perspective, like I know we're handling house cleaning and show business right now. Dude, is this Washington Football Club story ever going to drop with the Washington Post? How long can they delay this story where we're hearing about how explosive it is? And people keep talking about bits and pieces, and they haven't dropped it yet. I mean, I read something today saying this could be so bad that the other owners could force Daniel Snyder out. So we'll get to that in a little bit. Mike, go ahead. I know you have some items to...
Yeah, I want to comment on last segment real quick and say a couple things, because first and foremost, David, really pumped up for you, man. I think that's, if there's anyone that's deserving and just deserving of a promotion, deserving of a chance, an opportunity, it's you. You're just so hardworking over the years, and I've known you since I was 19. And congrats to you. You're going to crush it. You let me know anything I can do to help you out. And you know that I have the utmost confidence that you'll do a great job. I'm really happy for you. And also to Rico, my guy. I love Rico. I've watched so many games with Rico over the years, and certainly at your house, Mike. And I think that Rico's going to crush it. Rico's just such a great guy and funny and cool. And you know what? He's been around me and my girlfriend many times, and whenever he's around, he always finds a way to make fun of me in front of my girlfriends in some way. So I think Rico will fit well with this show with the ball busting. But and Rico's every time I've been at Spartan Stadium, he comes down, says hi, like just a great guy. I think Rico's going to crush it and do well. So again, thank you guys too, and I'm just happy to congratulate both David and Rico, and excited to, excited to be a listener now. It'll be cool. And I'm seeing a ton of texts might come in, and obviously.
What the hell are you kidding? You're going to be on Zoom calls all afternoon.
Yeah.
Don't get me to.
I'll be on the golf course.
Stuff.
Yeah, no, it's going to be, and people are texting just a ton of, I mean, my God, a ton of nice things, and congratulations to everyone. Can we get
some of the bad ones too? To hell with it.
Can we get some classic props? Please, Sully, can you please come back and give your opinion when Josh Allen gets cut in a couple of years? That won't happen. Guys, I actually started tearing up during that opening segment. Well said. Mike and Rico, absolutely love it. It's going to be great. Guys, thank you for all the work over the years. I'm excited for the next chapter of the show. We'll miss you, Sully, but really excited to see what happens with the show. Sully, you're going to finally take the next step and fix your hair. Is that what you'll be doing?
Oh, jeez. Well, he was on his way. He started to have a hair loss ad, and then...
Yeah, Dr. Barry, my guy.
Are you going to go see Dr. Barry, or is that it? Are you having a separation?
No, I've talked to Dr. Barry just the couple weeks
ago,
actually. Yeah.
Tell the people.
Maybe I will.
Watch this, David. We're not going to see Sully for a month on our Zoom calls. Next thing you know, he's going to come back. He's going to have Fabio's hair.
Yeah, right.
I can't wait to see. Oh, Sully, it looks natural.
Now, and I'm not going to, of course, guys, I'm not going to say, a couple of weeks I'll talk about it. I'll do something on social media, whatever. But we do have a lot of guests coming in, including polar opposites. We do have people asking, is Sully going to work on Trump's campaign? No, I'm not. So I knew those were coming. But we also have some, is Sully going to Pornhub from Sean? No, that's not going to be happening either. At least not that I know of. No one wants to see that. But, and also, plenty of text here. Congrats to Hatchet Man. Rico is a great follow on Twitter. I imagine he's going to be great on the show. So again, just a lot of really nice things, Mike, and people commenting on the first couple of segments. So,
all right, it's good stuff. I want to get into that Redskins thing, and I got to stop saying Washington Redskins. They're not the Redskins anymore. David, what do you think over under? It took me 2 years to stop saying San Diego Chargers. I mean, this is going to be a problem.
I don't think you're gonna. It's not gonna come easy. I tell you that much. I still say San Diego right now. So do you. So I don't know. It's gonna take maybe a full year almost.
So hold on. Let me just read this to you because I don't know what this is. Sully put a picture on our show sheet, right?
No, I did that.
Okay, David, you did that. I don't know what this is. Who do I attribute this to?
Well, you don't attribute it to anyone. What it is I just wanted to put it on there because it's a Reddit from fans speculating on what the Washington team's news could be. So it's really not. It's not verified. It's just rumors. But I just wanted you to look at what they're saying.
I'm not going to do some of this. I will just tell you, if this is bad enough that it forces the other owners to get an owner out, I'll tell you. And I'm hoping this drops during the show. I mean, it is. We've been on pins and needles. I mean, you just don't see things like this about NFL football teams. Not like this. But it's either later today or Friday at the latest. And again, Dan Snyder could be in for straight up removal.
Yeah, the only thing that is actual news is what Adam Schefter is reporting about the team hiring a DC attorney to review the organization's protocol. Now, this same attorney has been involved with, I believe it was the ticket lawsuit that the NFL dealt with. And then he also reported that minority shareholders have hired an investment bank to vet buyers and to sell their stake in the team. So,
yeah, they want out. That story came out last week where they want out. So his minority owners, gone. Mm-hmm. They're shopping their stake, which is already a bad sign. But yeah, now you're lawyering up. Oh boy.
Yeah, and people
keep our eye on it.
People believe that the play-by-play announcer retiring in July is a sign that he could be involved with whatever the story is. Jeez. So I don't know, man. It's crazy.
Brutal. All right, here's what I want to do. This is very, very. Let's get into it. The NFL. There's a number, and depending on how you look at numbers, you're either going to find the number concerning or not. We're going to talk about it. Let's get a blitz before we do that, though. I just want to rapid fire, get some football in our veins. Can we do that in 3 o'clock? We'll do the NFL topic du jour. I need that, please. 97.1.
All right, right now, though, guys, how about Hall Financial? If you're thinking about refinancing, think about buying a new home, they should be your first phone call you make. 248-308-5000 or davidhallmortgage.com. help you refinance, help you get questions answered about buying a home. They just do a fantastic job with communication, and just go online and look. Over 1,500 5-star reviews. It's remarkable. So that's davidhallmortgage.com, or call them 248-308-5000. Get your questions answered, and you're going to be able to make sure you have the best information, know what's going on, the entire step, every step of the process. That's 248-308-5000 or davidhallmortgage.com.
This is Andrew Bogish with a Radio.com Sports Minute. I guess the WNBA didn't like my advice earlier this week. Now the league is in an ugly, needless public fight with one of its star players. The 3-person panel picked by the league and the Players Association has denied Elena Delle Donne's request to be medically excused from playing this summer because of her Lyme disease. Instead of someone stepping in and fixing this before it became public, the WNBA is now dealing with a fairly scathing open letter from Delle Donne and universal criticism from the sports world. Like we said 2 days ago, Delle Donne doesn't deserve special treatment because she's a legend. If any player made this request, it should be honored. But since she is a superstar, it makes no sense that the league let this become an issue. The Mystics say they'll keep Delle Donne active and pay her no matter what, which is nice, but it never should have gotten to this point. I'm Andrew Bogish.
Oh, my stomach.
Don't worry, I've got you covered.
When you have nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea.
What's that?
It's Pepto-Bismol Chews.
Pepto-Bismol's now in a chew?
Yeah, they taste great and provide fast relief. And now you can always have Pepto-Bismol handy.
Let me try it.
Try new Pepto-Bismol Chews for fast relief.
Nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea.
Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
From faulty breakers to broken windows, to leaky pipes, roofs, and water heaters, homes and businesses around the country can't work until the pros do. That's why Lowe's created credit programs that work for pros. With everyday 5% savings on eligible purchases, plus through October 31st, 60 days promotional financing on your Lowe's business account, or extended terms on eligible account receivables. Learn more in-store or online at lowesforpros.com. Putting money back in your pocket. Just one more reason Lowe's is the new home for pros. Subject to credit approval, U.S. only.
Dinner and drinks on your old wood deck? Dinner and drinks on your beautiful new ultra-low maintenance Trex deck? Forget power washing, sanding, and steaming forever. Let Northville Lumber help you replace your old wood deck with gorgeous new Trex composite decking. Northville Lumber stocks all the newest Trex products at the lowest prices ever. Trex can be cheaper than wood. Northville Lumber, the official sponsor of drinks on your deck this summer. Call or stop by Northville Lumber today.
Reaching out to a friend about their mental health can feel awkward, which is why it helps to have something to break the ice. You could go for a walk or grab a slice of pizza. And if you're not driving, you could even use this commercial break to text them. See? That was easy. Reach out to a friend about their mental health. Find more ways to help at seizetheawkward.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council, American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, and the Jet Foundation.
Tin Roof Detroit is now serving brunch. Make your reservation today. Brand new, made-from-scratch brunch menu items every Saturday and Sunday from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Tin Roof Detroit is following all social distancing guidelines for a fun and safe environment. Visit tinroofdetroit.com for more info.
We've always had villains to face.
Bad guys to take down.
But
You are the most horrible of all.
we're not here because we have to be.
We're here because we've had enough of you.
We all have the power to do something, to stand up to cancer.
Every single one of us is mortal.
But inside of us, we're all heroes.
So stand up with us.
Stand up to fight.
Stand up to cancer. Visit standuptocancer.org to learn more. In your car, or at work. Detroit's sports station.
criticize this list. But anyway.
Well, listen now.
So here we go. This is from 2 days ago. Offensive weapons for all 32 NFL teams in 2020, best and worst. Now, here's the criteria. Contract value does not matter, first and foremost. Only 20.
That's a big,
it is.
That's a big item.
It is a big item. Only 2020 matters. Wide receivers matter more than any other position. And top-level talent is worth more than depth.
Jesus, could Bill put a few more caveats in there? It's like a 7-point checklist.
Any guesses on the worst offensive weapons? I mean, a couple of these names we always see.
Washington to me has to be, I mean, Terry McLaughlin would be the only decent weapon they got. I'd say the Redskins. I would say the Washington Football Club.
Washington NFL team is 32. That's right. And then we have the Jaguars at 31. To no surprise, by the way, just going to give you one more of these. The Jets are 29 and the Dolphins are 30. So I think those teams are pretty obvious, being at the course of
Mike, again, I know no one will care, but they're doing the same thing to Sam Darnold that they did to Mark Sanchez. They refuse to surround their young QB with legitimate weapons. And it's counterintuitive. It's incredible.
Now, this one's really interesting. And look, I know it's local, but still. The Lions just the other day were ranked, I believe, 7th in terms of wide receivers, which, according to this list, wide receivers matter most. But the Lions, in terms of offensive weapons, are 25th on the list.
No,
ridiculous.
That's a hard disagreement there. And I'm not the biggest Hawkinson guy. I mean, good young player. I would never have taken him there. We've been down that road. But Hawkinson has to be viewed as a plus. Kenny Golladay is just outside of being a top 10 receiver. Marvin Jones is still a really nice number 2. You've got some slot options. You have Kerryon. You have DeAndre Swift. To me, Mike, that is at worst a middle of the league lineup of skill players. And I understand with all of Bill's caveats in there. I just don't know how you arrive at 25th. Does he provide any elaboration?
Yeah, he literally says that, heading into last year, Lions fans were excited about the big three of Kerryon, Golladay, and Hawkinson. But only one out of the 3 was good, and it was Golladay. So it's way too early to be concerned about Hawkinson, but there's still a lot to be known and figured out with DeAndre Swift and Kerryon Johnson. Also, Marvin Jones has gone downhill from averaging 18 yards all the way down to 12.
All right, it's a free country, but I just disagree. Let's move on.
Yeah, so the Titans at 22. A.J. Brown, Corey Davis, Derrick Henry. Is that too low for Tennessee?
Yeah, it is. I mean, plus, it didn't mention Jonnu Smith, who does a nice job at tight end. Jeez, man. So let me ask you this question, Mike. When you look at Tennessee, I mean, A.J. Brown coming into this season, just 2020, A.J. Brown, you make case top 10 receiver. Right off the top. Corey Davis, the forgotten man. You got, I mean, what is Derrick Henry? Is Derrick Henry a top 6 back to you? Is that fair?
Easily.
What the hell? Billy, what's going on
I don't know.
with this?
It's weird. Ravens, by the way, I know the Ravens, which is their skill positions actually are pretty low on a lot of lists, but the Ravens check in